Welcome and thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. Pleasure all mine to have you here. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today. A gentle floor stretch today. So when you're feeling like you need to do something but you don't want it to be real intense, you just want it to be gentle and just get your blood and your body flowing, this is it. So thanks for joining me, you guys. A seated position that feels okay to you, and let's sit up nice and tall with a big shoulder roll up and back, and then just ever so gently let your shoulders slide down and away. Do that again, big shoulder roll. We hold so much tension in the neck and the shoulders. So great to be able to let some of that go. Let those shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes. Let's bring the hands down by your sides, palms pressing towards the mat. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, gently lean your right ear towards your right shoulder. And press that left palm down towards the earth. So we always want to be gentle and kind as we come into a pose, rather than being jerky, forcing things to happen. Just being kind, and then slowly, gently turn your chin down towards that right collarbone. Working with our breath, using those exhales to let go of tension that we find along the way. So much of our life is hurry, 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 go, go, go. That can be really challenging to take a step or two back and to slow things down. Gently turn your face towards front once again, ear back over that shoulder, and lift your head back towards the sky. And as you exhale, lean your head to the left. A little press of that right palm down towards your mat. But by slowing things down, my friends, by stopping, by breathing, by being present right here, it helps bring us back to balance. It helps us let go of worry, anxiety, negative energy. A slow, gentle turn of your chin down towards your collarbone. And oftentimes that's what we need. We don't even realize it. We're so used to going a million miles an hour every second of every day that with the exception of sleeping, and sometimes that's even challenging, we just go all the time. Give yourself a break. Slow your roll. Chill your jets, cool your jets, whatever you like to say, my friends. Turn your face back towards me. And lift that head all the way back to center. Bring the hands to the shins, just below the knees. Take a big breath in. Press the chest forward, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest. Press your spine towards the back, chin down. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, gaze to the sky. And exhale, hollow. Let's do 2 more of each. Just moving at your pace. Let your breath guide you. So if you're just starting your yoga journey, yeah, this is a journey, guys. It's always a journey. Every day is an adventure. We smile and we work with what we bring to our mat. Never judging, never criticizing. And we do our best not to have expectations. Inhale, reach to the sky, but to just flow with where we are. Right hand comes down, left arm up and over. And sometimes, you guys, it just feels so good to slow it down and to take it back to a gentle stretch. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. So even when we think we're slowing down, we have to go to that deepest place. Inhale, reach to the sky. One more time, each direction. We have to find that deepest pose, that most challenging pose, that most difficult arm balance. You guys, it's not about that. It's about connecting with yourself, connecting with your breath, and being present in your movements and in where you are right here today. Pretty magical place right here today. Rotate to the right, little tap of the fingertips. Feel that gentle tap. And then inhale, lengthen, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. And exhale, rotate to the left. Little tap of the fingertips. Inhale, reach to the sky. It's about the details. And lengthen, hinge it forward. The details of how your body is feeling, how your mind is feeling, how you are emotionally. Let that upper body just sink. So often your body sends messages that we choose to ignore because they're not something that we want to hear. But they're guiding us and telling us, hey, something's off, not quite right. I need a little love. I need you to pay attention to me, or I need you to lay off. Listen to your body. Listen to your breath. Inhale, circle your hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and over. And exhale, release those hands down by your sides. Let's extend that right leg to the side. Left foot comes in. Add a flex of that right foot. Reach to the sky. Exhale, turn towards that right leg. Hinge it forward. Reach it out. Releasing the hands. And relaxing the weight of the upper body down. And slowly walk those hands back up. Inhale, reach to the sky. Pull the hands through heart center. And let's slowly walk those hands through center. You can stay on the hands. You can come down onto your forearms. You can stack your fists. You can lower that head down. You can release those hands and lower even further. Working to keep that right sit bone connected to the earth. Being mindful, lower back, hips, knees, ankle. Listen to that body, guys. Focus on that breath. Be kind. So our job here is to connect with our breath and to let go of negative energy wherever we're holding on to it. And if that's your head, clear your mind. Focus on your breath. Slowly walk your hands back up. And let's switch sides. Left leg extends, right foot comes in. Add a flex of that left foot, reach to the sky. Turn towards that left leg, hinge it forward, reach it out. Work to release your hands, and then release the weight of the upper body down. Just noticing how you feel, what resistance you find, the level of resistance. Bring it back to your breath and let your exhale release that resistance as much as you can. And let's walk those hands back up. We walk to center and walk those hands out. Breathe. So being mindful, checking in with the knee. Again, you can stack your hands, you can stack fists. If you need a pillow, blanket, anything, just find that space where your body is ready to go. So again, we're not taking any jerky actions where we're just jamming ourselves into a pose where the body's like, hey, we're not quite ready yet. We're letting our breath guide us, and those exhales helping us to sink, to find our edge. We want to show the joints, the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons, love, not abuse, guys. Never about abuse. And there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. So keeping the balance, keeping it real, keeping it different. So if you always do the same thing, you're consistent with everything you do, that's amazing. Go ahead and walk yourself up. But we want to switch it up. So if you always do yoga, go for a walk, go for a hike. Let's cross those legs. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands around behind you. Fingertips point towards you. Lift your chest, roll those shoulders back. Gaze to the sky. Go play tennis, play pickleball, do an activity that's totally foreign to you. Learn something new, challenge your brain. Smile and laugh, you guys. Oh my goodness, laughter is the best medicine. Gently releasing that arch. Let's do that once again. Exhale. Lift the chest, roll those shoulders back, squeeze those shoulder blades. I want you guys to be able to stay with me forever. So by doing that, staying with me, that means switch it up a little bit and gently release. This time, I want you to press and lift those hips to the sky. So adding weight training, adding cardio, keeping that stretching. We get strength here too, but it's different. Challenge yourself, release the bottom. Circle the arms up and over. Let's come forward, up to all fours. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. We shift our weight to our right hand, left arm extends to the sky. And as you exhale, sweep that left hand through. Little tap of the shoulder and the arm, little tap of the side of the head. And then we unwind it and press it back to the sky. Extend that left arm. Let's do that 2 more times. Sweep it through. Gentle tap. Unwind it. And reach. Last one. Exhale, sweep it through. Hold here. Releasing down onto the shoulder and the side of the head. Let's extend that right arm out, coming up to the tips of the fingers. Just giving your face plenty of room. Arm right along the side of the face, but you're not squishing your face with that arm. Breathe. Inhale, we lift just slightly, pulling those hands back underneath us. We shift our weight to our left hand, right arm extends to the sky, and as you exhale, sweep that right hand through. Little tap of the shoulder, side of the head. Unwind it, and reach high as you can reach. Exhale, hand passes through. Shoulder tap, side of the head taps, and we unwind it, reaching to the sky. Last time, and we're going to hold it down. Releasing the weight of that upper body onto that right shoulder, extending left arm out, coming up to the tips of the fingers. Again, plenty of room for that face. Arms not squishing along the side of the face. Range of motion in the shoulder. Great stretch for that upper and middle back. So if you are fairly new to yoga, to stretching, to this form of exercise, how is it different? And if you're coming from a sedentary place, maybe you're coming back from surgery, maybe just life instances that you just haven't embraced to exercise, it's all good, guys. You're here. That's what matters. And thank you for being here with me. We pull that left hand back in, pressing it back up to tabletop. How does it differ? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Oh, if you hate it, hang in there. It'll get better, I promise. Sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Just remember that every day is a journey. And though no day is perfect, sometimes it gets pretty close, and that's pretty amazing. So this gives us time to celebrate all that's right, all that we can do. This beautiful gift of our body, of our breath, and this ability to be together and share in this journey. It means a ton to me, you guys. To be able to share my love for fitness, for well-being, for taking care of yourself. Makes all the difference. Extending those arms out, hands shoulder width apart, spread your fingers wide. We're going to inhale up to our modified high plank. Knees remain on the mat, shoulders right over those fingertips. Core is strong and we lengthen through the crown of the head. Breathe. Now you can stay on your knees, or you can tuck your toes and press up onto the toes. We bring the knees back down and untuck those toes. And again, tuck the toes and extend the legs. Knees come down, untuck the toes. So we're staying in this plank position, and we're just transitioning from our modified plank to our more traditional plank. You decide what's right for you. Maybe you do 1 or 2. Let's do 2 more. And we're getting the added benefit of stretching through the arches of the feet and the toes. That extra stretch of the calf, do you feel that? Yes. Gently release the knees, untuck those toes, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. So just a little strength there. Little taste of those crocodiles or chaturangas. Finding your breath. Let's slowly walk the hands up. Carefully transitioning that right foot forward and leaning in. So you can adjust the feet, just sliding those toes forward, leaning in, chest stays tall, beautiful stretch down the front of that left leg. Inhale, straighten that right leg a little bit, square those hips, and then exhale, sink back down into that knee. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, sink, extending that left arm out, lift it high, and arch it back. A little or a lot, guys. Listen to your body. Aware of your breath. If you like, extend that right arm out, rest your arm right along the knee, and a little formal hand posture if it feels right to you. Index finger touches the thumb. Just so pretty. But if you're not comfortable doing it, don't do it. Inhaling it back up. Pulling that right foot back in. Let's switch. Left foot comes forward, giant step forward, and then gently lean in. Hands resting on your thigh. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit, square those hips, and then exhale, sink. So a lot of it, guys, is just playing. Inhale, straighten, and testing the waters. How do you feel today? Exhale and sink. Let's do that once more. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, sink. Extending right arm out, lift it high, arch it back, a little or a lot. Extending that left arm out, resting the back of the forearm along the knee, gently touching the index finger to your thumb. Again, just a pretty formal hand posture. If you're not comfortable doing it, it's all good. Inhaling it back up, pulling those hands to your thigh, straightening that front leg, pull that left foot back in, and let's release both knees to the mat. Bringing fists with your hands, placing your hands on either side of your spine, just about hip height. We're gonna press the fist into the small of the back as you draw those elbows towards one another. Breathe, keep those elbows squeezed together as tightly as you can. Press the fists into the small of the back as you lift your chest and gaze to the sky. Camel pose. Camel pose can be done kneeling or standing. Opening up that chest. Strong through the core. Breathe. Inhaling it back up. And gently walk those hands forward. Hands just below those shoulders. Knees hip width apart. Cat and cow. Inhale, belly towards the mat. Gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest. Lift your spine. Hollow your tummy and chest. Inhale it back to cow. And exhale it to cat. Let's do one more each direction. Just feeling the love, guys. Working that flexibility and mobility, range of motion for that spine. Articulating each vertebra one at a time. Always taking care, coming back to that neutral spine. Let's cross that right leg up and over the left. And we're going to bring those knees just as tightly together as we can get them, and then open up those feet behind you in a nice wide V. Giant step forward with each hand, and then slowly press those sit bones straight back. Coming as deep into this stretch as feels good to you. Now we're going to hold right here, but if you would like to, you can transition to cow face pose. If you're like, I'm not even sure what cow face pose is, just stay here with me and breathe. Taking your time and getting that deep stretch in those hips. Really nice stretch through those shoulders. As you're ready, transitioning forward once again, hands to the mat, walk those hands back out. And as you're ready, lift that upper body, walk your hands back in, just below those shoulders, releasing that right leg. And switching for that left foot to come up and over. So again, we squeeze those knees just as tightly together as we can get them, and we open up those feet nice and wide behind us in a V. A giant step forward with each hand, and then press into that mat as you gaze towards the mat and reach those sit bones back. Sinking as deeply into this as you like. Hopefully your hips are saying, oh my goodness, where has this been all my life? Even people who hate stretching have a tendency to love this stretch. We don't realize how much tension, how much tightness, how much negative energy we hold in our hips until we actually get into a pose like this. And then our body just says, oh my goodness, yes, thank you. As you make stretching, as you make yoga part of your practice, of your everyday life, your body craves it. Such an amazing gift to give to yourself. And it doesn't have to be long, you guys. It can be 5 minutes. It can be 3 minutes. It can be an hour. It can be 90 minutes. It's whatever you need that day. And again, hopefully you've transitioned to that cow face pose if that's a place where you'd like to be. And as you're ready, we come back up, pulling those hands back underneath those shoulders, undoing those knees, and sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Find your breath. Sometimes, you guys, this time we spend on our mat can be better than any kind of therapy. Not always, trust me, but there are times when what you need is just some one-on-one time with yourself, your mat, your breath, and then slowly walk those hands up. Come over onto a hip, sweep your feet around, and slide on down towards the top of your mat. I know for me, it makes a huge difference, you guys. I love my family dearly, 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 but sometimes they throw things at you, right? To where you're like, wow, I just need to get away. This is a safe place. Let it be a safe place. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. And release those hands. We're all allowed a bad day, a bad week. Recognizing that that's a blip in time and that this too shall pass. Let it pass. Don't hold on to it, guys. Work through it. Let it go. Learn from it and move on. And if you're like, hey, I have learned from it, but why do I feel like I'm repeating this and it's Groundhog Day? Sometimes it takes us multiple times to learn it. Don't be too hard on yourself. Maybe there was one little piece that you missed. Let's walk those hands forward a little bit. Maybe we just need to learn to breathe a little bit better. To quiet our minds and be present in our lungs. Because our lungs, guys, are just present. There's no past, there's no future, there's just this breath, this inhale and this exhale. And sometimes that is a great getaway. Inhale, reach it out, sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet, close your eyes, lower your arms to shoulder height, and just ever so slowly roll yourself back. So you're just going to take a safe way to come down onto your back, however it feels right to you. And extend those arms out to a T. Let's pull that right knee in towards the chest. Extending that right leg to the sky. Little external rotation through that right hip. Find your breath. And we're going to take that right leg out to the side. Do your best to keep that left hip from lifting. Just using the strength of your body to fight against gravity. And slowly lift it back to center. Bending that right knee, left hand crosses to the outside of the knee and gently pull your leg across. So a little strength mixed with a little release. Turn and take your gaze out over that right arm. Close your eyes. Our supine spinal twist. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know this is one of my most favorite poses. This pose, you guys, rings out any kind of negative energy, whether it be worry, frustration, sadness, grief, Whatever it is, whatever you're feeling, come here, close your eyes, connect with your breath, and let it ring out of you. Sometimes it's by choice. Give yourself permission to let it go. When there's garbage, guys, that doesn't serve us, it just weighs us down. Lighten your load and let it go. I promise it's okay. And gently bring it back to center, extending that right leg to the sky once again. Point your toes, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Pulling that left knee in, extending that left leg to the sky. Point your toes, little external rotation through that hip, and then slowly open your leg out to the side as far as you can get it to go. Breathe. Just working the obliques on that right side. Oh, those glutes, inner thighs, and slowly lifting that leg back to center. Bending that left knee, right hand crosses to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. Turn your gaze out over that left arm. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Feel that resistance just melt away. Releasing that right hand, rolling back to center. Extending left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen that leg, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Resting your hands on your tummy, one hand just below your belly button, one just below your sternum. Go ahead and get rid of the wiggles in the legs, the arms. Make whatever adjustments you need to make to find a peaceful place, to close your eyes, and to just relax. So today we've slowed it down. We've remained present within our mat to the best of our ability. Your mind is meant to work, my friends, to be busy. So never give yourself too much trouble if you feel like your mind wanders. Just do your best to bring it back, to be present within your breath. We give our body permission to heal, and we use that healing energy of the universe around us, drawing in what we need to help us heal, whether that be physically, emotionally, or mentally, or all of the above. Draw in what you need, hold on to what you need, and then just ever so gently, generously sending the excess back out into the universe for those who need it. Now let's take just a moment and think of someone. This could be a group of someone's, an individual, someone you know or maybe just know about, but someone who could use a little love today, a little extra love, a little extra energy. Maybe going through something exceptionally hard at this moment. Or maybe it's just somebody you know who needs an extra little bit of love today. Maybe it's not exceptionally hard, but just a challenging moment in time. Either quietly or silently saying their name. If you don't know their name, it's okay. Just a gentle visualization of that image. Even if you don't know what they look like, you don't know their name, but you know there's someone out there, send it. they'll receive it. Relax and just breathe. And ever so gently, we extend those arms overhead. We point our toes and we reach, lengthening through our bodies. Wiggle your fingers. Big breath. And then gently pull those knees in towards your chest, rolling towards one side. And taking the time you need, using the strength of your arms to help you come up to a seated position. Rest your hands comfortably. Sit nice and tall. Close your eyes for just a moment. I send you love and energy today and every day, whether we're together or not. I want to thank you for joining me today. Let's gently open the eyes, take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale. Pull those hands to heart center. I hope you have just incredible rest of your day. Be well, my friends. Take care of yourselves. Until the next time, light and love to each and every one of you. And until then, namaste.